Hello everyone, this is the daily devotional video for August 13th, 2016. The passage that we're reading today is in the book of Acts, and it's Acts 25, 1 through 16. So I'm going to go and read that now. Now when Festus had come to the province, after 3 days he went up from Caesarea to Jerusalem. Then the high priest and the chief men of the Jews informed him against Paul, and they petitioned him, asking a favor against him, that he would summon him to Jerusalem, while they lay in ambush along the road to kill him. But Festus answered that Paul should be kept at Caesarea, and that he himself was going there shortly. Therefore, he said, let those who have authority among you go down with me and accuse this man to see if there is any fault in him. And when he had remained among them more than 10 days, he went down to Caesarea, and the next day, sitting on the judgment seat, he commanded Paul to be brought. When he had come, the Jews who had come down from Jerusalem stood about and laid many serious complaints against Paul, which they could not prove. While he answered for himself, neither against the law of the Jews, nor against the temple, nor against Caesar have I offended in anything at all. But Festus, wanting to do the Jews a favor, answered Paul and said, are you willing to go up to Jerusalem and there be judged before me concerning these things? Then Paul said, I stand at Caesar's judgment seat, where I ought to be judged. To the Jews I have done no wrong, as you very well know. For if I am an offender or have committed anything worthy of death, I do not object to dying. But if there is nothing in these things which these men accuse me, no one can deliver me to them. I appeal to Caesar. Then Festus, when he had conferred with the council, answered, you have appealed to Caesar you shall go. And after some days, King Agrippa and Bernice came to Caesarea to greet Festus. When they had been there many days, Festus laid Paul's case before the king, saying, there is a certain man left a prisoner by Felix, about whom the chief priests and the elders of the Jews informed me when I was in Jerusalem asking for a judgment against him. To them I answered, it is not the custom of the Romans to deliver any man to destruction before the accused meets the accusers face to face and has opportunity to answer for himself concerning the charge against him. Wow. That is a lengthy passage. So now we'll see what this says. The title is Becoming a Patient Person. Paul demonstrated the power of patience when he was brought to trial before Festus. Instead of letting his accusers' false claims interfere with his calm demeanor, the apostle patiently went through the legal process while remaining faithful to the Lord. He refrained from attacking the opposition or decrying the injustice of the charges. His peaceful manner found favor with the governor and earned him a hearing for the gospel. You can read about that Acts 25, 24, and 25. Because our flesh is inclined towards impatience, we need to seek God during difficult situations. We can ask Him to take control over our thoughts. It is important that we shift our attention away from the circumstances and onto the Lord. His Spirit will help us gain the right perspective. Our emotions. When the Holy Spirit oversees our feelings and reactions, we will find ourselves becoming calmer. Then He will empower us to respond in a godly manner. Speech. Asking Him to help us have self-control over our tongue is essential. A timely word can diffuse a situation. Speaking defensively or shouting angrily at the other person can inflame it. That's Proverbs 15:18. The Holy Spirit will answer our prayers and provide what we need, just as He did for Paul. Patience requires self-control and a desire to please God. Paul had need of both. Despite the injustice of those situations, Paul held his ground and was not provoked. Imagine what God will do through you as you grow in the virtue of patience. That's awesome. I hope these videos are a blessing to you. I'll put the title of the devotional video in the title of this video. I'll put the title of this devotional in the title of this video. I'll put the passage in the description box as well as my email address for prayer requests and a link to how to get to the devotions online in case you want to read them with me or on your own. Have a great day, you all. Have a wonderful weekend. I love you, and I'll see you tomorrow.